in the industry. People are going to pay. And the last thing I wanted to do was join an opportunity. The company wanted my money to build their dream. I don't want any company taking my money to build their technology. This company have everything. They have the technology, they have the databases, they have the software, they have everything in place. They're not taking our money to build their dream. And when you look at the talent of Brian and Anne and our good friend Shane, this is incredible corporate talent. These are people that understand the industry. These are people that come from experience. This is what's important. Talented company. And something you can get behind. And that's the second thing that I check. Number one is the product. Number two is the people behind the product. The third thing we look at is the industry. A lot of people qualms about this industry. They don't understand it essentially. And they say it's this and they say it's that. But this industry is 70 years old. It's not a new industry. It's been here since the 1940s. And it started in a place I'm very fond of, a place where Brian went to school in California. And the first direct sales company was called California Vitamin Corporation. It changed its name to Neutralite. So now we have to start understanding the industry that you're in, direct sales. Is it authentic? Is it real? Is it honest? Is it a genuine business? And when you can see that it's already 70 years old, and the kid of Neutralite was two of the distributors there started a company called the American Way, Amway. And I know my parents were involved with Amway when I was a child. I didn't understand it, but I saw the circles on the board, and I think that's where I really got to shine to this industry. And Amway last year reported $7.3 billion. One company in this industry reported $7.3 billion. It's almost 70 years old, guys. So I want you to appreciate the industry that we're in. What happened was the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, took Amway to court back in 1979. And this was to test the industry. This was to test direct sales. And guess what? Amway won. And that set the foundation for the business we're in today. This was the outset. And now we see regulation coming into cryptocurrency. We see that presidents of America, not just this guy, nearly every president in the United States spoke at Amway events, Amway conferences. They got really behind this idea of helping the little guy. The beautiful thing about this industry is you don't need any insurance, you don't need any offices, you don't need any equipment, you don't need any warehousing, you don't need to develop anything. You can do it from home. And the beautiful thing about this business particularly is it's a $20 business. And when you show somebody a $20 business, the problem is they don't take it serious. $20? You can't have a business for $20. Well, I'm going to tell you something. I paid $20 and they give me back 1 cent. It was $19.99 USDT. That's what I paid, and I'm sure that's all you guys ever paid. You ask some of these guys up here tonight, would they take $20 for the business today? That $20 turned all those guys into millionaires, maybe except the little millionaires in less than 12 months. Because they believe in our products, they believe in the management team, they believe in the experience, they believe in our products, they believe in our industry. The ex-Prime Minister said network marketing is a tremendous contribution to the prosperity of the country. Very, very serious people come involved. Even Mr. Trump, Donald Trump, President Trump. So back to a company I used to work with, a company called ACN. They did this telecommunication video product. He featured it on his television show. And he was endorsed on network marketing magazines. And now we're looking to this guy again inside cryptocurrency because we know he's a great proponent of cryptocurrency.
The first crypto bill in history is a trust signed into law. So Trump signed the Genius Act, regulates the kind of cryptocurrency and stable.
So we're seeing that Donald Trump made $1.4 billion with cryptocurrency. The president, the most powerful man in the world, made $1.4 billion, that's reported. He reported his taxes that he made $1.4 billion in cryptocurrency. And you're asking yourself, is this industry real? Is this industry proper? Can we do cryptocurrency? Now, there are regulations. I'm not a lawyer. From different parts. Europe has these unique laws. Thank God I don't live in Europe. But things are changing. And you've got to be respectful of the law. The legislation is there to protect you, to protect the consumer. So what I don't want anybody doing is giving promises, giving guarantees. You should not be selling securities. You cannot get involved because you're not a financial advisor. You can't give advice. But you can sell a $20 opportunity. And hopefully your subscribing customer then to, of course, deal with it for the product. So Aurum provides the product direct to your customer. You do not sell financial products or financial services. Please don't go down that route. Keep your language clean, put your disclaimers there, and keep yourself cool. Now, the industry we're in, let's call it direct sales, is bigger than Hollywood. You don't understand that. What do you mean it's bigger than Hollywood? Well, Hollywood did $120 billion in revenue last year. This industry really didn't than that. In fact, it almost did double that. The industry you're in and the industry you should be proud of sitting on those seats did twice as much as Hollywood. In fact, when we look at Hollywood, that just doesn't include the films. It includes streaming, distribution, and production of movies. $120 billion. When we look at the gaming industry, I started in this industry in 1988. I'm giving away my age. I bought my first Space Invader in 1988. Some of you don't know what a Space Invader is. Tom might know. He's a Star Wars guy. I bought the first Space Invader in 1998, and I ended up buying 4,000 of them. 4,000 of them. Now, they're all different. One was called Sega Rally, one was called Kung Fu Master, one was called Galaxian. I got involved in the video game industry, which was the predecessor. That's when games were tested before they went to the home. And then we had the likes of the Segas and the home console coming out to challenge my coin-operated business. But this industry is a big industry, but only $50 billion annually, the console gaming industry. The industry is 4 times bigger than that. When you the medical gaming, it did $100 billion. We're twice as big as that. When the music industry, I think the music industry, $31 billion. That's all it did last year. $30 billion. These are proper statistics, guys. This was reported by the Due-Diligence report of 2026. We're 6 times bigger than the music industry. Sectors like live music, publishing. I think on the side, we're twice as big as the music industry. This is what's important to start believing in the industry. Company, publishing the industry, the government industry, this did $170 billion last year. Now, this is actually new mine production. Last year did $170 billion, bigger than the gold industry. And then you say, what industry am I in? You're in the industry of direct sales. You think that's big? 23 billion last year. You're talking today, you think the company's tiny, we're 4 times bigger. We don't have the statistics for this year, obviously it's not open. Did $7.5 billion in the last World Cup. 6 billion, 4 billion, 3 billion, 2 billion. 7.5 billion average if we give it the best shot. We're 4 times bigger than the World Cup is. Think of that audience. So think of the potential of the industry you're in. A business that does over $200 billion a year. That's incredible. So this is how I can perform. This is how I can build my business because I do with the products, the company, and the industry. But then there's a few other things get in the way, and that's you. The next part is you have to believe in you. Can you do this? Are you capable of doing this? Does this suit you? Lots of people are salespeople. If there were 1,000 people in this room, and there's not, but if there was, do you know that less than 10% would be good at sales? So if we were looking for salespeople, we would bring you to a Zoom, interviewing you, checking your profile. To see whether you're good at this, but we don't do that because you don't need to be good at this. That kid that sat at the end there, he had $10 in his bank. I think he had less than $10. He actually borrowed the money to join Aurum a year ago, less than a year ago, and he's made $1 million. Why? Because he followed a system. He got himself this information, believing in Benson, believing in Andrew Isaacs, believing in Medzen, believing in the EXI bot, believing in the training that we do, believing in himself. There are all of these things to overcome. He's not a sales guy. He's not a sales guy. So now it's down to you. There's 10 words with 2 letters in each of them, very famous in the industry. If you put the 10 words together and each word has 2 letters, do you know what that is? If it is to be, it is to me. There's 10 words in a row, all with 2 letters. If it is to be, it is to me. So if you want to become great in this industry, if you're to shine, it's up to you, not to your sponsor, not to your parents, not to Brian Benson, not to the products. You responsible for your success. And these people are operating deserve the recognition because it was up to them to decide how far up the mountain they wanted to travel. What are you prepared to do now? Soft. Yeah, some people say, well, I don't have time. That's a terrible excuse. I'm too busy at work. I've been trying to have to feed the dog and I have to get my dinner. I'm tired. I have to fall asleep. I don't have time. You've plenty of time. If you go to bed an hour earlier, you normally go. So you go to bed an hour later, and if you get up an hour earlier every day, there's 14 hours a week. Go to bed an hour later than you normally do. Get up an hour earlier, 2 hours a day. There's 14 hours I've just given everyone in the audience to put into your own business. 14 hours is enough to get your business started. 14 hours of production in this business will make you a millionaire in 9 months from now. So I created this training and they asked me to show it again, and it doesn't matter how many times you see this. It's repetition. Repetition will be the mother of your success. You know? You've got to keep repeating. You've got, when you go to Shane's absolute trainings, the mastery courses, you guys have to understand the experience this man has giving that information. Get that information. Does he use slides like me? I'm not reading my slides, but he talks without the slides. And it's hard for you to listen to. And it's hard for you to absorb. Because what you should be doing when he's talking, you should be writing. You should be writing what he says so that you can tell somebody else, hey, the Shane's called. No, let me tell you what he said. And you should be able to repeat it. That's how you learn. Not listening and listening again. You're learning from listening. You're learning from internalizing it, writing it down, trying to get that nugget, that golden event, trying to get that out. That's how you learn. And if you miss this trainings, I suggest this is what you do. Rebecca episode 1, watch it 3 times. Take every note so that you can perform like him. He's an expert. You don't have to. You have to do it for yourself. So you know, at least I know it. It's like learning a song. Crowd. If you learn a song right now and you look at it, can you sing it? No, you like the song, but you can't sing it. How are you going to sing it? You hear it again and again. You hear it again and you sing the chorus part only, not the verse. If you wrote it down and copied it, wrote it down and copied it, went to YouTube and got the karaoke, and you tried, then over time, you can learn anything. Cryptocurrency is every store is 15 or 16 years old. There's a lot to do. You're going to do a session. It's continue evolving. Do you understand what DApps means? Decentralized applications. Do you understand what decentralization means? Do you understand centralization? There's a whole lot of education behind this that you could quietly bring into social media. How much do you make from social media? Nothing. And your phones, you're spending 6 hours a day on social media making nothing. Put it in your business and see what happens. Turn off your television. That's how you get things to change. That's how you get things to change. Now, this place, don't you? I live about there, just on the edge of the town where it's green, the horses, just about there. This is one of the most famous golf courses in the world. John Adamics went in to play golf. This is where Tiger Woods would fly and tell nobody. Every major golf player in the world will tell me from the top 10 golf courses in the world. This is our beach and this is our mountains. This is where I was born. This is where I live. And I decided to take this image, a fortune with it. Turn this picture into words. You know, there's trainings I could do talking just about doubling a golf course. You know, if I pay you for $1 million, we have a golf. No, you don't pay me. Why not? You have $1 million, you're afraid of losing. Or we'll pay you for a penny on the first hole, and we'll double it on the second, and we'll double it on the third. We keep doubling it. You pay for double it every hole. Yeah, I'll do that. But you double it. A penny, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 2, 8, 2, 5, 6, 512, 1,024, 2,038, 4,000, 6. It just doubles by the 18th hole. So you can even do an educational piece, compound, the power of mathematics. But it uses the mountains here. Some of you have seen this training before. I mean, they asked me to share it again. I don't mind, because it's also important to know where you're going in the business. You don't know how you're going to get there. So you have to decide what it is you want to be. I normally start at the top. Alpha. So you're at the top of the plan, Alpha. You're God. You need to get to Alpha. You need to get to the rank before Pantheon. And when you're Pantheon, then you want to know to there you need to outcome. To then look back the ways, start and try and look at the ways. It's like going out of your driveway, turn left or right. I'm going to Antalya. Yeah, I'll take the left. Because that takes me to the town. And you get down to the end of the town, there's traffic lights. You say, well, what do I do now? Where am I going? I'm going to Antalya. Yeah, if I go left again and go down the road to get to the motorway, yeah, that will get me as far as here. And then you're trying to navigate a journey, but you haven't calculated the end bit in mind. You got to know, have I got my past payment date? Do I need any injections for this company? Do I need to book parking for my car? Who's going to look after the dog when I'm away? Do I need to pack one case? Do I need to pay for this? When is this holiday? Is it going to interfere with something else? There's so much planning going in to an event. And you plan for holidays, you plan for Christmas, but none of any plans for business. So if you want to, you need to know how to get there. This is when you go back into the house. Because you leave the house with a purpose, to go to the shop, to go to. So we need to purpose in your business. How to get up the mountain. I call it the mountain, 15 steps to the top of this mountain. If I put the top of that mountain there, in a suitcase, and sit up there and say, hey guys, if you go up the mountain, you can just lift up the suitcase and take that $1 million home. Would you like to go up the mountain? And you go, well, is it really? Yeah, it's in a suitcase. Dude, just go up the mountain. How do I get the mountain? You better get mountain fit. You can't go up in trainers or runners. You got to get mountain boots because there's rocks and cobbles. You got to get prepared. You got to get fit. The oxygen is different up there. You got to bring a back with you because it's going to get cold the higher you get. So you got to know how the mountain. you know what? It's quite easy. But someone's already gone that. If you try to go to the top of Everest, you cannot go to the top of Everest on your own. It's impossible. You have to take a team with you. And sometimes you're helping them, and sometimes they're grabbing you and helping you up. And it takes a team to, it's the same with them. If you call this man Aurum, you have to take a team. And it starts with which means you. And the first step of the mountain is venture. It's just $7,500 of sales. It's nothing. I think everybody should venture inside 72 hours if you're serious. Everybody should venture inside 72 hours if you are serious. Because it can be done. Voyager might be a first or second phone call. Yeah. When you go from Voyager to Vanguard, you have to take 2 Voyagers with you to get to Vanguard. You must bring them in the team. So you have to plan the development of the comp plan. But every step of the mountain, there's a nice view. And as well as a nice view, there's also a nice bonus. And these bonuses pay out are very, very rewarding. I mean, I don't think they're for 50 years of their life, for 50 years, and they retire, and they say, we appreciate your service for these 50 years, sir. Here's a meal for you and your wife. There's $100, go out and have something to eat, and here's a little ranch. $2,500. 50 years of your life. Look at some of these small bonuses. Much better than a lifetime of work. $5 grand, 10 grand. When you interview guys, hands up those who've got bonuses. Anybody got those bonuses? Hands up. And when you put these guys have got bonuses. So they're not pie in the sky. These can be tamed. Of course, once you go up the mountain, every step you get those bonuses. You have to decide how far up the mountain you want to go. Some people go halfway up the mountain. That's fine. Some people go up the mountain. Some people go first step in the mountain. That's just the way it is. We're all different. It gives a $20,000 bonus. That's $50,000. $50,000. Hey guys, we have Dominions on the stage here today. $500,000 bonus. We have 70 gentlemen so we got $1 million bonus. I had to scrape $120 together to see this opportunity. So what's different than these people? They've decided to go up the mountain. They've decided to put in the effort. They've decided to give up some things. They've decided to give up golf, to give up something to change their lives. And of course, if you go to the top of the mountain, look at these bonuses. The view at the top of the mountain, it's got to be $10 million. The view from the top is a $10 million view. Just halfway up, you're definitely, you get to Dominion. So I created this training to show people how you could get $1 million in 9 months. And that's a very nice strap line. If Brian Benson said to me, I'm going to create 1,000 millionaires, I'm going to get up. I can do it. It's very, very simple. In this business, you only need 3 people. Now, Dominion, $25 million of LV. Can you see that? That's all. That's all you need. Just 25 million LV. And some of you are going, just 25 million. Because we know, sorry, it's 10,000. 10 million LV. Sorry, I was looking at this one. It's here, it's 10 million LV. It's actually easier again. All you need is 10 million LV. Now, LV is 40% of the $3 Valley. So really, that which is 25 million first. That's 10 million LV, which is $25 million of business infrastructure, and you're a millionaire. And you go, where did we get that from? But how did you get to Antalya? You didn't open the front door and go, I'm in Antalya. You had certain steps to take to get here. You get in the car, you go to the airport, you had to check in, you sit on a plane, you get a taxi. it took a number of steps to get here, and it's going to take a number of steps to get here. But it's easy if somebody else has already done it. If somebody already has done it, then you can do it as well. We're all equal. There's nobody else. Everybody is 100% equal. Now, it's impossible to introduce 3 people to Aurum into practice. Is that possible? Does anybody think it's not possible? You hear Shane. Easy to do. But it's equally easy to do. It's easy to find 3 people, but it's much easier to do that. Do you know why? Our products aren't good. You don't have to. You just sit and do nothing and get passive money. So it's easy to do, and it's easy to do. It's the same as the television. I was in a house a few weeks ago, with a guy sitting on the sofa, and he said, does anybody know what remote control is? He was watching television. He was watching that he didn't watch. He didn't like that show. He was going to watch a different show. And he said, does anybody know what remote control is? I've checked down the side of the seat. It's not here. Anybody got the remote? Shouted into the kitchen. Do you know? Must be in the morning. He sat there for 35 minutes until his kid came in. He said, do you know where the remote is? Yeah, Dad, I think it's behind you in the cushion. You got, no, look, it's not there, it's not there. The television was 4 steps away. Get up on the sofa. 1, 2, 3, 4. He could have changed the channel in 4 steps. But he chose to sit for 35 minutes watching something he didn't want to watch because it was easy to do, easy to do. Years ago, we didn't have remotes. We had to change the channel. Now these televisions are so complicated, so we're on this thing. Do you understand? So it's easy to find 3 people, it's easy not. Here's how I frame it with my readers. So guys, if I give you $1 million, will you definitely find these 3 people for me? When? Do you know what I say? I'll find them today. So it's easy to find 3 people, but I'm giving you $1 million. You'll find them today. What changed? What changed? Yeah. The $1 million is the price. Well, if I get $1 million, I'll do it. So you've got to trick your mind to understanding that these 3 people are to you, because they are. Each of your next 3 phone calls could be worth $333,000. Your next phone call could be $33,000. Call me. Just a phone call. Let's go take a look at this. Yeah. That was it. That phone call was worth $333,000. The next 3 phone calls could be to you. Because all we need to do is teach those 3 people to find 3 people like you did. Now there's 12 in the team. If you take a month to find 3, then it's not take a month to find 3. There's only 12 in your business. It's not a very good business. It's a small business. It's not paying yet. But you've put an infrastructure or foundation in place that's incredible. In October, these 9 people find 3 people. Now there's 39 people in your business. It's starting to look like something, but it's not paying yet. You're in the business 3 months. You're not making a fortune. You're only 6 steps away from being a millionaire. You don't realize you're only 6 steps away from being a millionaire. If you help these 27 people, in fact, there's 12 people there that can help the 27. In fact, the 27 and the 3 and the 9, that's 39 people. 39 it's only 2 people each. If 39 people find 2 people each, you've got 81. And now, in November, your business is starting to look like something. You've got 120 people in the team. I've got 120 in the team. Then give a break and breathe. And in December, if you just find 3 people, now look at your business. Over 360 people in the team. So how does next year look? It's looking up this morning. You see, in here, these are trees, by the way, right? These are all trees. You can't see anything really. There's no view. There's no You gotta get straight line before you start saying, there's the golf course. There's the gate. There's our house. You can start seeing the higher in the mountain there. Get to the saddle here. We call this the saddle. Yeah? This is the saddle in the mountain. When you get to the saddle, you're almost a millionaire. Just over halfway up the mountain. It's just getting step after step after step. Next year, find three people. That's all we have to do. Well, these guys find three people. Now there's 1,000 in your team. Now your team's starting to look like something that you just through. That's what happened. Then there's 3,000 people in your team. In March next year, there's 10,000 people in your team. You are one step away from a millionaire. Step from a millionaire. You're not, because that's a $10 million deal. But the next step is if we help these new people, 6,561, find three people, if everybody does the same, how many people is in the team now? 30,000 people. That's how you build a team. You see that kid that was sitting there from Singapore? 73,000 people is team. 73,000. Out of 2,000. Why? Because we followed a system. Do you think we can integrate 73,000 people? Not a chance. But he just picked up the phone and helped look and drill down through the team. You see, 30,000 customers have $1,000 trading. You've just done 30 million in business. You've just done 30 million in business. And you couldn't see it right away. Because you were stuck in the trees. You can't say, well, how to get up there? How can you do 10 million views? 10 million views. You smashed it, guys, with three people. You're not no, because you're Dominion. Remember? So I hope you use those images, rules, on your journey to the top of the mountain. Thank you.
You need me call, you can have a way call, no matter how far, I'm not making, I'll be there in a hurry, you don't have to worry, well, baby, let me hold on high. We stand up for the heart, no fear in the hearts.
Tom, thank you so much for your presentation. Also, an entertainer, made us laugh, but also. You do money, bro. Okay. Are you serious? Holy moly! Anybody find out yet? All right. You didn't stretch? I think so. Everybody, please stand up and stretch. Stretch. Get some oxygen. To talk about Bali, and then we've got a draw because someone is going to win something. So people maybe they don't have to be in the room, and these are going to be fantastic draws. Take a deep breath. Get some oxygen. Take a deep breath together, all together. 1, 2, 3. How does it feel to be a millionaire? How does it feel to be a millionaire? You're going to take a lesson from your daughter, and that is feel good. Feel good when? Now. She saw the horse now. She saw the horse not now, right now. That's one of the biggest secrets of success is that you can't
Lately, I've been paying close attention to who's actually.
But you have to feel as though it's already done. Everyone say it's done.
Stands out is is Brian Benson, the CEO of Aurum.
Thank you, Minnie.
Before
It's
Aurum,
fun.
Brian played a key role at
Think of your
Binance,
goal.
helping scale
Remember that
one
you
of
had
the
your
largest
goal
crypto exchanges in the world. So when someone
and
with
double
that
it
level of
again.
experience
Think of that
talks
number
about
and say,
where
it's
AI
done.
trading is headed, I listen.
It's
What I
done.
find compelling about Aurum
All right,
is
let's
how
get going. Take a deep breath. Have a
Brian
seat.
explains that AI
Let's
in
talk
crypto
about-
isn't hype anymore. Algorithms don't trade on emotion; they operate with speed, discipline, and 24/7
We're
market
talking
awareness.
about,
And
we're
honestly,
switching
if you
something
think
up
about the
here.
future of digital finance, Aurum is one of
Let's
the
talk about,
largest
this said
technology
sex. What the heck is that?
Smart investors don't wait.
The crazy people
Start
over
where
there.
you are. Send a DM to
What
get
you said?
started.
Okay, I think so. Click. Just advance the slide. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Project. And this is amazing. Expanding, of course, with the R, it stands for sets. And what's really cool about it is that it's generating some crazy cash flow. Everybody say cash flow. You know, cash flow. You know, Robert Kiyosaki, the rich dad, remember the cash flow project at the end? You have to build a cash flow. There's 4 ways to generate
Paying close
cash flow.
attention to
There's only 4 ways. One is a job. Everybody knows what a job is. You take your time and you exchange for money. Everybody knows what that is. It's great. You're not going to become independent. You're not going to get much freedom with a job and you pay your bills. And then the second one is with apprenticeship.
buy in crypto.
It's a self-employed. And people who go self-employed usually twice as hard for half the money for the first little. At least being self-employed, you've got a chance. You've got a better chance at experiencing some freedom. But on the other side of the quadrant, you've got your business. The business model, you own a system. And when you own a system, the system is actually working for you. And you can be on the beach and you're getting paid. You hear the good out. It doesn't matter. You're all getting paid. Right now, you know. So when you check your account, you've got more in your account than you have right now. Is this exciting or what? Cash flow? And then the final one is, of course, when you investor and your money works for you. That is our product. And product is your money working for you. Your money working for you. The money is working for you, right? So when you find people sick and tired of being sick and tired of having money sitting in the bank earning 1%, and we've got an opportunity now. Once you develop your cash flows, first step, get that cash flow going, and then all of a sudden you're getting more and more and more and more. What the heck you do is cash flow. What you do is you accumulate more. That's the strategy. Get the cash flow. Get the cash flow. It's called net work marketing. It's called net marketing. Net work. You can call it direct sales, affiliate, you can call it whatever you want, but you have to work to get that cash flow. You've got so much cash flow, and some of you, I do. You know, that's when we go into assets, like gold, and you start accumulating wealth. And real estate is part of that plan. And we're so pleased to introduce, of course, the
Paying close attention to who's
expanding.
the future of AI
And there's a video, skip that for now. And the destination is Bali. What's really unique about this station, this is our project. This is our project. So we're getting involved in the very, very beginning of a massive development project. And you can now piece of that project. They look at it or what? You can understand. You can have a small piece. So when you get that cash flow going, now you can say, "Hey, I'm going to put some of it into real estate, into company ecosystem." It's to the portfolio. That's wealth. That's real. That's accumulation of wealth. What's really unique about it is that without real estate, we also have a yield component there with it. You understand? Normally in a development project, if you're fortunate enough to get in because the project is just starting, you've got to make an investment, correct? You make an investment, and it sits there for 18 months, at least 18 months as the project's going.
But if you don't want to take my word
Time the
for it,
project's
just look at
finished,
the
your
data.
investment was
We
probably
are officially sitting.
then the money that you put in. Is this making sense? That's the goal, right? Just down and say, no.
We are officially sitting at
So they get a deposit into the project. They look, but as the project's being developed, you're going to receive a yield every day. You're going to receive a yield every day with a portion of the amount that you put into the project. So it's a yield-bearing deposit on the project. What's really unique about this project is where it is. It's in a very, very high spiritual, high energy location, and this is on Valley project. It's called Spirit Hills. Make sure as leaders, because you're going to when you're talking to the people that you don't talking to, make sure you take the time to review, to study, and for those that have so much cash flow, get it in, get some of it into the state. And so this is what I looked at. It's got 22 tented villas with for 2 people. It's got 4 villas, 2 restaurants, 1 cafe, and a boutique. So a gym, a spa is there as well. And anybody into yoga? Diet for the Bikram yoga. So the mystery promotion that we're talking about, is anybody qualified? Have you qualified? Someone, we're going to do someone in this.
Guys, if you are still transferring crypto to your bank just to spend it, you are doing it wrong.
We can't wait to celebrate with you. And I can't wait to spend it, okay? Especially if we draw now. I'm joking. So here we go. How do you do that? This is ongoing, of course. Seeing invitation for 2 to the next event. And also 3 nights in the Valley, October 16th. You can write this down, October 16th to the. Let's go on to the next one. This is the prize draw. In tokenized square meters. So you have $5,000 worth of tokenized square meters. That's how you're purchasing the RWA. And then Dubai Exposé return. You've got the 25,000 gold sitting there for you. That's called wealth accumulation. 18 karat gold, and also someone is going to villa. No, I make translators didn't translate. I'll just say it again. Someone is going to villa in this resort. All right. Yeah. 2026. October 16th. Please write this down. October 16th to the 18th. Guess where it's going to be? In Valley. Whoever said Valley, you're correct. It's Valley. So very excited about this. So there's 250 seats available for this. 50,000. This isn't on direct sales. If you have direct sales of 50,000, the Valley tickets. You also get 3 nights. As you go up, 75,000, 25,000 will just make it better and better and better for you. Just before we go on, how many just the shareholders? The shareholder, yeah, because you're qualified for the shareholder, you got to put your hand up. All right, and just before we do that, I think it would be appropriate at this time to bring. Unfortunately, it's not able to be here, but to bring the genius behind the partner program. Right, this is the individual that made the recommendation to
Digital asset.
build the fastest way to build sort of network. It is with direct sales. It is with, and the said Is that like illegal? Is that like network? Is that what? Is that like a pyramid? So it's the fastest way to build a community. He said no. But they did something very intelligent. They did their due diligence. They did the research, and they came to the conclusion that the fastest way to build a community is what they wanted to do. They let that change. We want to build a community. They came back 6 months later. They came to the gentleman and said, you know what, do some research, and the fastest way is with network marketing, is with direct sales, is with program. And I gotta just say, there is industry. Listen carefully. There is no industry on the planet that has created more millionaires than the direct sales industry. There is none. Okay, the industry that has created more millionaires than the direct sales, there is none. And the crypto industry is just thing right now. It's the future, and it's here now. Sitting here, but there's a and we'll get so money to okay, co-founder and the genius behind a single person should be on their feet to celebrate and to make some noise for this year. Zing. Listen, I got the high adrenaline rush in my body. So I want you to get ready for a crazy energy, okay? I'm just shaking. I'm from the airport direct to here, okay? It was crazy. Super crazy. Okay. So, how are you today?
All right.
How's the boys? Good? Okay. Let me tell you a story called Believe. This is where it all started for me. 29 years. I don't call it. I was sent on it. Most important, I believe in it. Okay? Despite all the challenges or the things could be sabotaging the I okay? Because the hardest is the thing, the hardest is the job, the sweetest is the destination. This is what happened exactly before like 1 week. My buddy Tom called me, hey, are you coming to Antalya? I said, the visa is not type speaking. Okay? And for a minute, I felt like, you know, Antalya is not good for myself. Okay? I believe in God. When it doesn't go your way, then you just surrender. Like, okay, God's plan always better. So maybe Antalya is not good that much for me, the same as Phuket, which is I hate it. I never go back to the Thai people. Trust me, guys, I'll never go back to Thailand under any reason, even Thailand. So I thought maybe Antalya is gonna be the same for me because I don't have good experience with the island. And then I said, you know what? Just relax. Okay. I called Firas, the guy always behind a great organization on coordination on the event. Please, you know, I want you to make a very big noise for Firas Dirani for making this. He's the man in the shadow.
He is the wingman. He is the brother. He is the backbone. I say, listen, it's gonna be hard. I'm not gonna be able to be in Antalya. So you go ahead and let's see what happens. Even Tom texted me and I said, I'm done. But yesterday, some Firas and someone else take a video of the room. And I felt, I felt jealous. I said, this is not good. I'm missing a very nice stage. And especially the most team was very sad are the Mongolian team. Okay? Like, because every time, like, are you coming, not coming? I love these people, too emotional. So, okay. So, technically, the passport is lost at somewhere in the embassy. And even when I've been able to get an access, when I saw the guy, he was around him, I think 100,000 of passport. I couldn't see the guy because the passport was being placed this way on shelves on the ground everywhere. 8 p.m. Dubai time, I'm just like, working on the event, talking to Shane, and then I get a message. Hello, your passport being sent to courier. Okay, to courier, if you will send the passport, I need it. Then they said, I called them, nobody picked up. I called the courier company. I said, did you get my passport? They said, no. How is it? So, see the funny part. Turkish embassy is up. Except this time they changed the rule. They will tell you just come and pick the passport. Then you get surprised. So I didn't know. Shall I don't book the ticket, no room on the hotel anymore. Who took my room? Someone took. Someone took. You know what? I said, let's book the ticket, let's book the hotel, okay? Because what I got in my life, it was a belief. It was all about belief. And I got excited already before anything happened. I couldn't sleep. So I stay awake, coffee after coffee, coffee after coffee. And then at 7 a.m., I'm on the visa center. Funny, they don't open until 9. They have this wait. And guess what? The only ticket found, it's in a fly Dubai, departure 11:50. So the time I'm on the visa center, I need to be in the airport. I said, you know what? I'll just go all the way until really doesn't no chance. Even if I'll hang on the wheel of the plane, I'm coming to my people. And so the window of connection, it has a shell. So I make sure I'm stand because I want to be the first one. I lie down on the shelf. So the guy, when he opened the window, I said, I kept looking for 15 minutes, and then here's your passport. The visa. I was like, okay, and the Mission Impossible started. And today is a Friday in Dubai. Usually it's topic. So the story became more excited. All the accident in the world, all the traffic in the world, until I reach to the airport. Trust me, until I jump on the plane, I was not almost like this is happening. When I arrived to Antalya airport, I saw a huge number. I believe is in Antalya right now. That's unbelievable, okay? I was looking and there was a window closed. Suddenly it's open and I'm standing there. Guys, behind me. I gave my passport, she's done. I'm out of the airport of Antalya after 10 minutes. Taxi, everything went very smooth. And then I was thinking, on the way coming here. What's this thing I want to show you? This crazy story. Trust me, guys, I'm shaking. The energy is unbelievable. To make it on time, to be with you, because I didn't want to miss it. Trust me. Some people said, I'm not enough effort to be here. Some people think, I don't want to join. No, but there is happen behind this. To let me tell you the story. The story started long time. How many? 50 years. Please raise up your hand. All right, there's another. Okay. I'll tell you a story about this. This is who we are. Say it. If I didn't do then it because this is my passion is. This is what I can do to change people's life and my life too. This is where I've been able to build the huge connection, networking that allows a very and personal business apart from this business what I'm doing. But guys, welcome to life. It's time. Okay? And even me and this guy Tom it's not able to get in us. Why? Because I know myself, this guy, HP, thick skin. Okay? No more. Because we understanding the basic fundamental of this life. Nothing is gonna be guaranteed. Doesn't matter your relationship, whatever is it. But if you ask me, it's the secret behind the success of these guys. Okay, even me personally, it was because we believe in each other. This is the reason. It was believing in each other, despite all the shit we've been going through. Okay, so from but yes. So this is it, guys. You cannot achieve anything. You have the time and place. Self by yourself. This is very basic. It's for yourself, by yourself. The ship. Says this one can extend to the extent sure that you are taking it. If you do this, facts about it. Listen, guys, you can do all the
I want to get into crypto trading, but I have zero time to watch charts. You don't need. I want to get into crypto.
Shit doesn't matter. Guys, I need to understand something. Sometime to reach to the someone messaging hold, and sometime I don't reach. Despite all, I mean, like, listen, I receive messages of complete, which is nothing to do in my hand. It's a technical issue, which I have to forward it again to the team. But also, I get some nice messages. Okay? Like someone harassing me sexually. No. Some people just. The other day, one guy asked $250 and I say, just be patient. They will reply to you in 38 hours and say, you know what? Ego. and you don't do discussion. I say, okay. I say, you know what?
Most side hustles fail, not because people don't
Stupid
try,
person.
but because they're
I see
complicated.
the
Right
issue.
now,
I said,
most
bro,
side hustles
it's only for $250. Just come and give it to you cash. You just don't tell me, okay? So I receive all these type of messages, and I understand what people frustrated about, okay? So you can blame, you can be angry, you can be,
Be honest.
satisfied about
Without
stuff,
stressing every day.
but the only
Be
thing
honest.
which is not fair to happen. I understand. Just think of it the way you want. I'm here. Can blame it. Okay, not on me, but on him. He can take more. Okay?
lately, I've been
Because at least he lost all his hair. I get a little, I want to keep it. Too much stress. Okay, so the idea is you can blame a lot of things. You can be unhappy about many stuff. But at the end of the day, it looks minor. So on stage, I will tell you, because I believe you. Okay?
thinking about Aurum. Don't make a move until you hear this.
And I just want to
Aurum
make
is
this
transparency.
clear,
Aurum clearly explains what it is.
fair,
Ecosystem.
to
Thinking about
kind of a position, because at the end of the day, and this is what I really care about. This is our business, okay? And it's a business. And if you understand this, you understand why I'm so into it. And I want to
I can't do
tell to everyone.
I lost money on. What about Aurum? I can't do
And imagine, because from as I'm the marketing director, as a user and as a person, I appreciate this opportunity because I've been struggling for the last 16 years being in a place where people appreciate and some of you yeah. Okay.
What about Aurum?
Okay. So this opportunity guys
Be honest. What kind of return
have shown something crazy happen.
Be honest.
Because I need to say something very important. Okay? Okay. Regarding okay? Let me tell you something. I'm gonna say
So they say your net
see
worth
it.
is your net
First
worth.
thing, the good thing
Just
about
went on
it,
a
it's an
$100
airport.
million club.
You're not
Aurum
a
Foundation
single
isn't just.
The
So they say
thing
your
about
net.
it, connecting to 70,000 I lost some exchanges such as Binance, Bit, and you can imagine the price when it gets listed there. Okay? And with a community, almost 300,000 people, it's a piece of cake. But here it comes, you get to the, okay? You build now, it's the time to do it. Doesn't matter, those people
Tired of your local bank acting like a monitoring spirit every time you spend your own money? It's time
working,
to go.
which gonna be
Tired of your local
behind
bank acting
the
like a
whole
monitoring spirit every time
decentralized application and the nonsense which you are receiving, all the link you are receiving, all the blah 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 thing you are receiving, which for some of you it's making you frustrated and panic, which is you don't need. That's why all of us would choose to be in the world of decentralized. Okay? That's why we decided to be in a decentralization. Because at the end of the day, okay, I don't want to be centrally controlled. I'm free first. I will always be this way. I want to be free when it comes to I said to my family. I don't like to be controlled at any way.
Guys,
The same as you. And I believe this. Okay. And you need to understand that for 15 years, time, such as my body, for a very long time, think something. I will never that word because it's good thing, so control. And most important thing doesn't give people the freedom they're seeking. So when the word comes down, every centralized shit entity scam has fled. So yes, I want to take that risk, and I'm happy and I'm enjoying it. So please understand, it's a total stage coming for all, for the team, for the team, and see the execution of what happening in the partnership and the best and schedule of the event and to among the gala. I love you so much.
Hello? That's it. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ahmed. Wow. What a journey. Has anyone ever had such a journey to get someone to get so bad that you did whatever? I think to the shareholder bonus, yes? Let's go to the shareholder bonus and then let's recognize you guys, everything. Okay, so yeah. Okay, let's do the draw. Let's do the draw. Okay? Just let us know which one we're doing first. Which one do we do first? 1,000 in token. We have to set up someone popping in really from Zoom, right, to help us with this draw.
You need to see how the future of
Yes,
money
yes.
is being reinvented.
Okay, let's hook up the Zoom.
System. The block.
We're gonna do it.
Stop stressing over red candles. I think I just found the ultimate crypto cheat code. Meet the Aurum X
So,
It uses artificial intelligence.
Are we correct?
Stop
It's the
stressing over
5,000 token square meters at Spirit Hill, correct? Yeah, we start with this. Start with the 5,000. Here we are. This is your email. If you recognize your email, then you can jump up and sweet. If not, it's someone outside. Yeah. We got my so the second one now. Okay, the Dubai experience. Nobody recognizes email. We'll go to the next one. Experience. Two, training. We're gonna stop and not continue with the 25 of 18 with this energy. We need to show some energy. The energy went down for some reason. Okay, experience for two. Let's start. So what did you have? Two. What did you have? We have it. There it is. Recognize your email. Congratulations! Wait, so are you ready for the 25K? Awesome, man. Congratulations. Here we go, $25,000 in gold. All right.
They have a girlfriend with the bitch that's out. And that shit ain't leaving out. Smoking toe chains, laying broken toe chains. $1,500 a day.
That's called wealth accumulation, right? Let's go to the next one. We're talking about an 18-karat swatch. And three, Zeus is in the house. You know what time it is? You know what time it is? Congratulations. Yeah, I'm so damn grateful. We want to go first, but that's what you're going to say, race. Oh, 3 out of 4. And I'm eating at the speaker. You notice the person was in the bathroom. They don't even know they won, right? Everything's done inside the room, not outside the room. Now I can see the because this is going to be exciting. Let's do the countdown together. Drum. Sorry, what? 3, 2.
Let me address the question everyone keeps asking. Is Aurum a Ponzi scheme? Short answer, no. And here's why. Ponzi. Let me address the.
Okay. Congratulations. Awesome. So give me the. All right. Thank you. How they're going to be celebrating tonight, huh? First, the next event is the Valley of 2026. We talked about October 16th to 18th, 250 pounds. This is awesome. Take a couple more pictures. Thank you. Let's review. There's 505 that received 490,000. Wow. And the total bonus was 23,500. These are impressive numbers. This is huge. This is extra. Remember, in 2024, they revised the compensation plan. They tweaked the compensation plan. This is what they added in extra. This is not instead of what you're already earning, the ridiculous amounts. This is on top of that. So let's start off with the overall. As of the cut update, okay, this is all according to when the cut update was. If you just went this morning, you may not be qualified in here, right? Some people are already rank advancing as they arrive. Okay, so there's the total is 14. This was 305 participants, 305 qualified. The allocation for articles is 0.15% of the total, and so the articles received 69.50, and so there you go for the articles. And that was the total was 21,000 for the oracles. Okay, the total divided by the number of qualified. Next rank is prime. Any problems in that? Problems makes it all right. The problem 110 qualified for this plan, but to 2% of the total, and so 50 again 28,000 was in prime 28,370. Next rank is the leader, 37 people in the elite. Any elites? Two people? Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. 37 in this 0.25%, $950 extra on top of what you already earned, and the total was $35,000 for this particular pool. Next rank is the magnets in the house. I see all the phones coming up. Yeah. Magnets, congratulations. There's 55 magnets, 55 in this 0.275. Again, a total of 30,000 in this. Next, meatballs. Yeah, this sounds cool. Meatballs. 18.3% of the total. 2,364 each qualified magnet. Congratulations, and that total was 42,000 in that pool. Now, legends. There's less and less. More and more, right? Less and less. 14 qualified legends. The pool is 0.325%, and that's each leader is going to get $3,203 total. For this one is $46,000. Dominion rank, getting Dominions.
We're pretty excited.
Well, yeah, that's like Dominions. There's only 8 Dominions in this 0.35%, and so the total for the congratulations $6,200 and $6. So 49,000 was the total. 648. Congratulations, Dominions, on your extra $6,000. I can't wait to spend it. By the way, thank you very much. Next rank is the Pantheon. There's only 2. Only 2.4%. $20,000 extra. Not in the bid, it's extra. And the total is $56,740.292. Oh. Percent of the total 14 million. It's a $70,000, $926.61, and that was the total pool. So only congratulations! I can't wait to spend it. Thank you so much. Thank you. The next share bonus pool is every 3 months, and so the next, if we want to qualify, but as long as you're there before down. Before August 31st, August 31st, for example, people showing at the event may not necessarily be the person for the event. Okay, now I think we want to. I would like to invite Brian Benson on the stage, and if Ahmed is still here, we'd like to bring Ahmed back up on the stage. Is he here? In the back. Where do you go? Yeah. Let's go. Let's get make some noise. This is my favorite part. Is the Aurum recognition to recognize, and we do just, and Ahmed, I'm sure is going to comment on this, is that there's a lot of moving parts here to put everything together and to get everyone and to do all that. So, is that some qualified after the due date, and your rank is higher than you may be recognized, but just it's almost impossible to I don't say how. I've heard the stories already. Advanced as they arrive in Antalya, but we can't. There's no possibility that you get the recognition that you deserve. So is at the next event. That makes sense. Okay. I just want to say 2 things. Everybody's going to comes. First of all, let's understand very important. Where is the importance of this? Every balance.
Okay, what is the importance of it? It is done. Every Sudan has a different implication. Reason number one is the okay.
If you look back, Aurum is a AI finance company. So we have an exchange, we have a card program. If you look back, 2 years ago, AI finance
challenges.
couldn't really today, you have an opportunity
To see around
in some sort of yield-bearing product that is actually working, right? You can go into a certain kind of
similarly, an
Hi
achievement
everyone. So
charge
AI finance company.
So
So
we
we
go-
have an exchange, we have a card program, we have a neobank.
I want to put such an advance. That's why we develop advance true. You put that because successful beginners. Okay, the stock is going to be this, not this. The stock are doing like crazy. So you that I'm gonna be in the value. Okay, and I have to 1,000. Okay, the condition. It just it is all it's all to be source and the capacity. And you remember, I don't think it's an issue.
and interestingly,
Okay, so I don't think it's struggle again like Thailand, but I believe Thailand is well better, a better resource, we have better links, and there is a lot of facilities where we can. So, he is the big convention center, can take
Thank you,
this is one thing which will be focusing on creating it's at the convention center. So from now, I'm telling you so staying in different pockets, but it doesn't matter because it's all good. Just the capacity of different. So referring to this event is very crucial for you, for your team. Teams need to see an example to see to follow. So as long as they keep seeing the event and getting on stage and doing as I'm getting and being achieved, this something keeps motivating and pushing people. Something accept it. Okay? You don't tell yourself, tell people that I'm a leader. You need it. You don't tell people, show them the way. Show them the way. This is one of the most important stand. You must be in every single showing and stand. And step. If someone else is not with you, that you take on people. Stand. This is what we
Right. Greetings. Hope the day is going well.
need to sell up to your team. And the team. Okay, this is the thing. The 90
I
days
think if
you need to
you're
to do this. The first is the qualification for the share, which you must do. The third is to practice become an American brand player. People are always getting this. You need to become. The next important thing for the is the image and the company. You need to Nexus and Apple the 30th of September. 30th of September. 3rd of September. After that day, we are very happy for you. And then the exceptions. Exception, I don't even think it's sad. We started to understand and talk to make everyone happy. But for there's no system, sometimes on the stage, okay? My target is to show this experience to be unforgettable, to be in the stage, it's by this. You know, sharing what, okay? So, it's skill available. I'm not doing. No, you are not doing that. It's not. We are not. This is the right thing. Still, you know, like I don't feel it's a party.
It's gotta be a party.
Okay? If I say it's to party, you need to jump in. It's to 15. Okay, then let's party. Okay? So the only thing I need from you is stay with you and celebrate the people. See? Okay? This is I like to if I'm very nice people and come on the stage and I start to see people looking under the will be very sad. Okay? So celebrate dance. So celebrate. It's like chicken. People happy by achieving. Okay? You're the boss.
And there we go. Come on. Stage. Congratulations. If you see a foot, come on up. We'll get up. Are you here? Are they here? Here they are. Please go to the right side, collect your trophy, and then go to the stage. To the right side. Over there. So over there on the right, you will not believe tell them you will get the trophy, and then you go to the stage. We'll take a picture. Yeah, we'll take a picture. Congratulations. We've got a big stage now. Yeah, we can stay on. If you see your name
Hi everyone. So we're just
and
having
picture, come on up to the stage. Oh, on that side? Okay. Congratulations.
And talking about the compensation plan of Aurum Foundation. All right, Richie.
Texas.
That's another Nexus. Here he comes. Here we go. Joseph.
I don't know if it's showing face. He's not able to. It's like people. Okay? So I think that is good.
Yes, we're good.
Thank you, sir.
Joseph. Come on. Joseph. Kayumba. Yeah, not the name that pronounce. Let's see your picture. Come on up.
Sorry, I don't know what I don't know. See, thank you. First of all, thank you so much for what you sent to me. However, those quality assessments, I'm supposed to put a table for each of them with the answers to each of them.
4. Is she clear? Let's go. Sam Schessler. Congratulations. Well, if you will put down, take it, get a picture in front of their picture. That picture. Yeah. In the house. Good job. That's right. Here we go. Places. Up. Good. I think I went back. I think I. Yeah, right there. I wanted to get the car. That's how you did it. This. Two. Patience. Oh, she's signing a big deal. Okay. Yazid. Nexus. I think I see it now. People are together.
Samuel, you'll hear him. Texas. Samuel. Ayuba and Katima. Come here. Up. Congratulations. 16 years old. High school. All right, peace and love here. There was Sir Biamba. There goes Texas. Rusty. Texas. Oh, you look like. Is he coming? 1, 2, 3. Next. Constantine Homer, Texas. Dana, Texas. Aurum. Texas. Looks like all the people who didn't submit their photos aren't coming. Maybe you don't recognize yourself. We need to send the photos in, yeah? Nelson Brand. And I think these were. Don Bonga. No, all the ones with no pictures are. There was a. Now we know what you look like. Yeah. Yeah, this will be a good photo. You can add this photo to that. Got See something running. See someone running. Here we go. Then This. She coming? Oh, something like that. Sorry for messing up your name. In the house? Nobody's moving? Okay, let's go to the next. You want to try that one? You got it? Who's minded? Samir Tariq. Nexus. Samir. There must be. Down. Cindy Jones. I can do that one. Cindy. Yeah. Okay, we're going to continue. Aldozari. Yeah, it's just I pronounced it wrong. Lazati, Nexus. Next. Erica Ritter. Erica Edinburgh. Patience. And server. Your boss. Okay, let's go. Colin Stivers. Nexus. He's waving. Rayaz Rana. Here. Texas. There he is. That's the last Nexus. All right, let's move on to the next rank. That's the last Nexus. Last Nexus. No. One photo, one group photo. This is a big man in the front. Take a group photo. All the students and next you've got. So now the. Oh, you got your. Oh, I'm sorry. We are. So is go ahead. See later. See if you can just. Oracle. Right, Oracle receive their trophies later this evening. Can step on stage and then take it. Please make some noises. Translation, Oracle. Oracle will be receiving to that turn. Elder Solar. Oracle. Oh. You want to try this one? Watson Hackle, Oracle. God, I know when. Stephanie, right.
There you go. Down a little bit, so it's full. Yeah.
She's gone. Is that her? Okay. Oh, sorry. That you're agreeable. Sina Ahmed. In Aurum, the Oracle.
Let's do it. Hold on, Maren. Don't come up. I know. Let's do a group photo with all the authors. All right. Time. Next update. John, Brian. Donna, Brian.
There are like 9 and 11 questions, and they want us to answer like not the summative, but you gave me just the summative, like okay,
Right.
it's high or it's moderate, but there is like a checklist with questions for each of these articles that you'll be answering yes, no, maybe for each of the questions. So they want us to answer things like for each of those articles now, they'll be like question 1 to 11, and you now be doing yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Then at the end, you now write, okay, this is moderate or this is high. Let me send you what I did on this one. You see what I'm saying?
Yao and Ying. Agree. Good.
better. But the thing is that for those ones that it said moderate, and I want to know what to change and just write like, okay, maybe it was, unclear. That's just the thing. If not, I will just write yes for those questions. I've already answered the questions and put it in the table. That's what I've been working on.
Yeah. Fine. Okay. Fine. Fine. Done. Here, stop there. Okay. Fine.
about the elites is they want to look different. Elite, because they're elite. Big time. So here we go. Let's start with first. Elite. And come on. Elite. Hey, hand. Appearance, appearance, elite.
Second, we're giving an opportunity to people with very little investment to have some sort of business that can work for them. So and give permission off of that. So, I think it's one is we're passing as much as we can on to the community. And second, we're giving an opportunity to people with very little investment to have some sort of business that can work for them. So, and give them great hope for the future. That's right. What is becoming a very crazy world out there. So listen, I won't keep you any longer. Thank you, Ryan. Look forward to seeing you in Dubai. Cheers. Cheers.
The most expensive thing you buy in
Money.
Okay, hi guys. I'm here with Mr. Brian Benson, CEO of Aurum. We're here in Victoria, a lovely hotel. Brian's flown in just for a few hours just to meet some of the leadership team. So I guess I've got one very quick question because I know you've got people waiting for you, Brian. I'm going to share this project with the everyday man, okay, so the students, the tradesmen, the women, the retirees. Why is it that this project is something that those sort of folks should look at?
Well, I think that's a great question, and I think it's a very simple answer. Up until the most recent sort of decade or the last few years, the financial system has been sort of rigged towards the big guy, right? And in banks, for example, they take in $1,000, they loan out $12,000, they keep all the money. And I think what Aurum is doing is putting that on its head, where we're bringing technology that people can use to make their lives better, but also they can use it to grow a business or to refer their friends to it, right? So what we're doing is we're sharing the commissions that the banks usually keep for the executives across the entire network. And that's really beneficial to the tradespeople, to the people that have a small amount of money to invest, because they're able to not only get a strong investment here, where a lot of the rewards are coming directly back to them, but they're also able to refer their friends and family or other people and make a commission off of that. So I think it's twofold. I think it's one is we're passing as much as we can on to the community.
the most expensive thing you buy every month.
Okay, hi guys, I'm here with Mr. Brian Benson, CEO of Aurum. We're here in Victoria, a lovely hotel. Brian's flown in just for a few hours just to meet some of the leadership team. So I guess I've got one very quick question, because I know you've got people waiting for you, Brian. I'm a guy that wants to share this project with the everyday man, okay, so the students, the tradesmen, the women, the retirees. Why is it that this project is something that those sort of folks should look at?
Well, I think that's a great question, and I think it's a very simple answer. Up until the most recent sort of decade or the last few years, the financial system has been sort of rigged towards the big guy, right? And in banks, for example, they take in $1,000, they loan out $12,000, they keep all the money. And I think what Aurum is doing is putting that on its head, where we're bringing technology that people can use to make their lives better, but also they can use it to grow a business or to refer their friends to it, right? And so what we're doing is we're sharing the commissions that the banks usually keep for the executives across the entire network. And that's really beneficial to the tradespeople, to the people that have a small amount of money to invest, because they're able to not only get a strong investment here, where a lot of the rewards are coming directly back to them, but they're also able to refer their friends and family or other people and make a commission off of that. So I think it's twofold. I think it's one is we're passing as much as we can on to the community.
The most expensive
You are.
Money.
Sandro Silva. Let's get a photo of the okay. Yeah, we're good. I think this is good. Remind everyone that these using now for the that prior to do is that some people are rank advanced while they were last week, and there's just not enough time to recognize. So we'll recognize you at the next events. All right. All right. Let's move on to the next one. If you're ready, here we go. Alexander Silva is not here. All right. Come out for me. Hey, Magnus. Alexander, Peter.
Then, I'll go Gary.
I have done it, and I'm going to send you the PDF file of the responses from my assistant. So I want you to, the reason why I want to send the responses to you, so you understand how he was able to do it for your own understanding and also learning. So you will now, when you read it, you know how to now take take the take the tables and prepare the documents. You can do this slide as well, do this slide when you come back from work. And then the what you see as file name is the file name of those PDF documents you sent to me. So if the file name, for example, is saying 18 PDF or 22 PDF, you go and look for those documents you sent to me that time in Google Drive and check which one is 18 PDF, 22 PDF. That is what it's referring to. So of course, I'm sure you know that you not submitted 18 PDF. You put the name, author name, and year, just like that, just like as your colleague did. Then prepare the document using that and submit.
Here we go. Waitress. Simona, third floor. Right. And okay. Yeah. Photo. Oh, jackass. He's not here. Don't stop. Janelle. Oh, let's meet this. Hold on. Okay. Let's get a good vote now. Oh,
Pennsylvania was a magnet. On up.
Terrible, just like
Don't get a photo. Aventuria, Yate, Tito.
Equal. What? German. Dr. Money. Dr. Money in the house. Translated people. I know you do. Dr. Money. I don't hear people. No, I always do. After that's it.
You gotta take a photo there. Like this. Yeah, I'm not trying this one, you know. The million dinner. Dominion. You know, you're the only. Go on, Hannah. God, God. Woo, woo, woo. Let me take a little bit. I want to say something. Stay strong. The table. So, for me, so, you didn't expect the party. It's right. And you touch. Expect it. It can assure you, if you want to tell someone what is the meaning from zero to hero, then you need to speak up for John Donald. Okay, if the is around, the range is 20, 30, 40, or even 50. You need to be ashamed not doing the work. It's a great guy doing a great work. It's like machine generate from help people to grow. Then a lot of people this guy is see what the problem is. Thank you.
Congratulations, Johnny.
Special, I don't
Yeah.
because I don't say. Okay. The person coming is achieving the rank. Yeah. In some get this you don't get you don't stop when you're tired, you stop when this is the perfect it's done. And we don't description for me in my mind, he's the number one representative person of the company. Best educated, important thing, a best friend, this guy.
This number one quick thing also, if you're looking for the secret, why meeting every week, you've done that for over a year, consistent meetings every week. It translates you, oh, and beyond.
I think it just it's somewhere. We didn't miss him actually, just made it on purpose.
Take a second here and have everybody stand up for a minute, please. Yes, this is how many here consider yourself a big dreamer? Big dreamer. Big dreamer. You're dreaming to reach the top of the company. So yes, that's a dream. That's a dream worth having. That's a dream worth realizing. And we spent today in history to reach the top.
something. This guy is a great friend of the last 15 years, a great example of success, motivation. He's always been pushing each others. Okay, when other people we saw the partnership grow there, and they look at the alpha now, they totally say something unbelievable. This cannot be achieved. Okay, and this guy changed the possible to say impossible. Impossible. Sorry. Okay, so I'm looking to my friend, my brother, I trust, and this beautiful shipping was a beautiful. It's amazing fight. Horse rider. Okay, you need to watch. You need to look. Champions coming in the door. So please make some noise for this game final. Yeah. Before I hand over the mic to Tom, okay, there's one person just left the room. Okay, then I'll keep the mic for you.
Yeah, okay. This is like a running gag here. We are doing this recognition and it never worked out so good, but the good thing is from now on we stay. Yeah. I thought Holger just left because he's a Dominion and 3 times in a row. By whatever accident, whatever magic happens, he was not on the road. I don't know how it's still here, or only your little one is there. Jama, who just she got recognized. So our friend, you remember him from seven games, he's Dominion. So even if in his sense, let's give him a big hand of applause. Dominion with his beautiful wife, Jama. Okay. And I already said too much. Thank you so much giving me this opportunity, Brian, Ahmed, Jay, and all the people being responsible for such an amazing product. It's giving me everything possible. So we are running right now a charity program. Second time now it is for people in need in Indonesia. Our team knows about this, and my wife and I just spontaneous have decided that the first alpha bonus will give back. Thank you all for being with us, and I know you don't want to say something, but maybe you stumbled.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you so much.
Think of this front. Start of this event. We're just going to wrap up here. I just want to ask a few questions. Number one, do you feel that your skills have risen? Number two, did your belief in the company go up? In the cloud plan, in the amazing ecosystem, it's the most important. You need to believe in yourself. Have fun. The fun's about to happen. I'll tell you about that in a second, but I just want to conclude with this. They did a study many years ago. The study was they tracked for 20 years. They tracked people. It was a university study that they did. That's the question. I'm going to ask you a question. Do you have goals? You say yes. But don't let them down. Be careful. Be careful. Yeah, be careful. Because if I said to you, show me so them down. Can you show me? I want to give some of my goals. You can show me. That's called down. Anyway, studying they found that in the class, this graduating class, one of the big top universities in the US, 97% of the people did 97% of the people in this class, 97% did not have written goals. They had goals in their dreams, but not written. 3% had their goals written. And they followed this 100% over a 20 period. And 20, some people died. Some people weren't with us anymore. But those that they did was a phenomenal. What they found is you can't measure happiness, unfortunately. You can't measure how happy you are. It's very important to be happy now. What you can measure is the amount of work that you've created, the amount of that you've accumulated. Yes? We can measure that. And what we found was that 3% had accumulated. Then 7% combined. Are you with me? Talking about you need to have too many goals. My opinion, you need to have too many dreams. You need to have too many goals, not too few. What's that? Because goals are like magnets. Goals are like magnets that will pull you forward into a big grand future. You down and make too many goals. How much money? How much money in the system? How much? What kind of people do you want to surround yourself with? How's your health doing? Too many goals in all these different areas, and that's what happens. It can happen very, very fast. So I want to encourage you: set too many goals, dream bigger. Dream much bigger. That's the dream. That's the real dream. That's a dream towards. And so with that, take a break. Get changed what you need to do. Have your dinner. Starting the party. I mean, some fun to have some fun. Let's go. Thank you so much. Stop for putting everything together here. It's been amazing. Thank you. Bye for now. We'll see you later tonight. Bye.